Welcome back, travel enthusiasts. In today's video, we're taking you on a captivating journey through the vibrant and things to do in Verona. In this video, I'll be sharing our 10 best things to do in Verona, Italy. From stunning beaches to historic landmarks, Italy has it all. So, if you're planning your next adventure or just looking to explore from the comfort of your home, you've come to the right place. But before we dive into this top 10 list, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on our exciting travel content. Let's get started. Number 10. Ponte Caligiero. On the banks of the Adige, Castel Vecchio was built by the Scaligeri in 1354–55, an impressive defensive fortress certain to remind any rivals of the power of the Della Scala family. Crossing the river is the beautiful castellated Ponte Caligiero, a 14th century bridge that's traffic-free, and among the locals' favorite places to go for a stroll. However, if you are interested in learning more about the history of the bridge and the Scaliger family, you can visit the Castel Vecchio Museum, which is located on the opposite side of the river. The museum has a collection of medieval art and artifacts, including a model of the Ponte Caligiero. Admission to the Castel Vecchio Museum is €6 f or adults and €3 for children under 14. Number 9. Arena di Verona. If you are planning to visit several attractions in Verona, you may want to consider purchasing a Verona card. The Verona card gives you free admission to many of the city's top attractions, including the Arena, the Juliet House, and the Castel Vecchio Museum. The card also includes unlimited use of public transportation. The Verona card costs €18.00 for adults and €10.00 for children under 14. Here is a summary of the different ticket prices for the Arena di Verona. General admission, €11.00 for adults, €2.10 for children under 14. Discounted tickets, available for students, seniors, and groups of 10 or more people. Opera festival tickets, prices vary depending on the performance and stay at location, but expect to pay at least €50.00. Verona card, €18.00 for adults, €10.00 for children under 14. Number 8. San Zeno Maggiore. The large 11th to 12th century Basilica of San Zeno Maggiore is considered the finest Romanesque building in northern Italy. The beautiful main front of alternating strata of brick and white tufa is flanked by a slender Romanesque campanile, 1045 to 1178, and the 14th century battlemented defensive tower of a former Benedictine abbey. The cost to visit San Zeno Maggiore depends on whether you purchase a single ticket or a combined ticket. A single ticket costs €5.00, while a combined ticket for all four major churches in Verona costs €8.00. The combined ticket is valid for 48 hours. Number 7. Piazza dell'Erbe. The central feature of Verona's Centro Storico is the rectangular Piazza dell'Erbe, one of the most picturesque squares in Italy. It stands on the site of the Roman Forum and is now a fruit and vegetable market. In the center of the square is the 16th century Bolina, a canopy on 4 columns, formerly used for elections. To the north of it is a fountain from 1368 with the Madonna di Verona, an ancient marble statue that was repurposed in medieval times. The entrance fee to visit San Zeno Maggiore is €5 for adults. There is a reduced price of €3 for seniors, children under 18, and students. Children under 6 years old are admitted for free. Number 6. Verona Cathedral. This impressive cathedral is another must-do when you're in the city. Tucked down are relatively quiet at least compared to the main squares. Inside the cathedral's relatively simple facade lies an intricately designed architectural masterpiece in the city. We visited when there were some works going on inside, so you can't really explore everywhere, but even then, the bits you could explore were absolutely gorgeous. The entrance fee to Verona Cathedral is €2 50 for adults and €2 for children and seniors. Children under 11 years old are admitted for free. Number 5. Piazza Bra. Remember how I said the arena was in one of the busiest squares in the city? Well, that square is Piazza Bra, and is one of the best things to do in Verona for the hungry traveler. Which, let's face it, we all are. It's always only a matter of time before our thoughts turn to food. There are loads of restaurants to choose from here. If you want to be right on the square, Ristorante Cafe Vittorio Emanuele is a pretty good spot to head to. Here is no admission fee to visit Piazza Bra. It is a large public square in the center of Verona, Italy. However, there are some activities and attractions within the piazza that may charge a fee. For example, the Verona Arena, which is located on the north side of the piazza, charges admission for concerts and other events. Additionally, there are many restaurants and cafes located around the piazza that may charge for food and drinks. Number 4. Torre ai Lombardi. Overlooking the Piazza dell'Arb. This tower is one of the best things to do in Verona for the incredible views over the city. Unsurprisingly, after all, it is a tower. It's got such a brilliant position overlooking the city, and is a great spot to visit to get a proper sense of how expansive and how relatively flat the city is. Also, to skip the ticket lines and queue jump. Book these Lombardi Tower tickets before arriving in Verona. This way, you'll bypass the faff and the queues on the day itself. Full admission, €8.00. Reduced admission, €5.00. For groups of 15 people, seniors 60 years and older, children 8 to 14 years, students 14 to 30 years, with school or university card, and holders of the Province of Verona card. Number 3. Arco dei Gavi. Right next door to Castel Vecchio is the Arco dei Gavi, an ancient arch built by the noble Gavia family, which was once upon a time a gate into the city. The arch was actually not next to Castel Vecchio to begin with, and was moved there in later years, much later, and makes for quite an impressive sight right next to the river. There is no admission fee to visit the Arco dei Gavi in Verona, Italy. It is a public monument and can be accessed freely at any time of day. However, there are some guided tours of Verona that include a visit to the Arco dei Gavi. These tours typically cost around €20 per person. If you are interested in learning more about the Arco dei Gavi, I recommend visiting the official website of the Verona Tourism Board. They have a wealth of information about this and other attractions in the city. Number 2. Loggia del Consiglio. This is more one of those spots worth popping by briefly than planning a whole afternoon around, as there's not a whole lot you can do here but check it out from the outside. It's a really pretty spot, however, and it's right next to Piazza dell'Arb and Torre ai Lombardi, so be sure to swing by. The Loggia del Consiglio in Verona, Italy is free to visit. The loggia is located in Piazza dei Signori, also known as Piazza Dandy, and is open to the public during the day. Please note that there may be special events or exhibitions held at the loggia from time to time, which may require an admission fee. Number 1. Piazza dei Signori, which actually takes me to my next spot, Piazza dei Signori. This square is right next to Piazza dell'Arb and Torre ai Lombardi, and is actually where Loggia del Consiglio is. I'd actually have just put them together as the same thing, but there's a lot more to the square than Loggia del Consiglio. Loggia del Consiglio is important enough. It dates back many centuries ago and is an important spot for the city that it had to have its own separate call out. While there is no entrance fee to visit the square itself, there may be fees associated with visiting some of the individual attractions located within it. For example, The Palazzo della Ragione houses the Verona Civic Museum, which has an admission fee of €5. Thank you for joining us on this virtual tour of Italy's top 10 best things to do in Verona, Italy. We hope you've been inspired to add these incredible destinations to your travel bucket list. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please show your support by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more travel adventures from around the world. Remember, your likes and subscriptions help us continue to create exciting content just like this. Until next time, happy travels!